So I had made a video about, staying out of the home when you are initially dating someone. And I have a question from a commenter here. It says, what do you think about men who invite you to their home on the first date? Hi, my name is Dr. Natalie Jones. I'm a licensed therapist. So I think, when it comes to dating, really you need to stay out of each other's home. If you are intentionally trying to date, there's so much stuff that you could be doing outside in terms of vetting people. I mean, there's events, there's, sports, there's hobbies, there's all kinds of, going out to eat. There's all kinds of stuff that you should be looking into doing that doesn't involve your home, your intimate, personal, private space. I don't, and you guys are all, adults, so you do what's best for you and what you feel, but I don't recommend inviting someone into your personal space or going to their personal space until you have established enough of a relationship. So when it comes to going to another man's home, remember when you go to somebody's home, you are then on their turf, right? That means that once you step inside, they lock the door. You are on their turf. Are you ready for that? Do you trust this person for that? And so, and whatever comes after that. If you feel safe, you've had good experiences, then that's okay. Then that's you. And then maybe this video isn't for you. But for everybody else who's staying and watching, those are the kinds of questions that you should be asking yourself for that. Do I know this person, this man, well enough to be locked in his home with him at some location that I don't know where I'm going? And number two, is this man inviting me to his home in place of a date? So if he's saying, okay, come over here, I'll cook for you. So is he offering that instead of us going out somewhere? To a restaurant and getting to know each other in a public setting, right? And I think that's something that you want to be asking yourself because, people can start out dates in low effort ways. Therefore, hey, you can come over here and Netflix and chill and kick it. I'm not spending any money. I'm not engaging in any sort of courtship practices. I'm not putting in any effort. So if they start out with not putting in any effort, it's only going to go downhill from there. Remember, first 3 to 6 months should be the best time in dating because you don't know each other. You're getting to know each other. We're putting on our best effort, our best face forward, all of that kind of stuff. And so if he's leading with not wanting to put effort, come over here. I'll cook you some macaroni and cheese, and we don't have to go out anywhere. AKA, I don't have to spend any money. I don't have to spend any time getting dressed. We can settle into this place of false comfortability right from the jump. So we could start out like old friends who knew each other. And that gives the illusion that we know each other, we're already acquainted, or we feel very familiar and comfortable with each other. And typically when people start out doing things that way, it's usually because they're wanting to shift into gear and do other things fast. So if you go over to his place, do you then feel inclined to spend the night, have sex, have this false sense of like we know each other, so you can come over and I can come over. So therefore, are they hiding you from the public because you're going to be a hookup queen, and therefore they're not going to make any effort in actual dating and courtship practices? That means no one's ever going to get to know you. You're not going to meet their family, and they're not going to meet your family, but they will see, what's under your undergarments because we have this comfortability. You could just slide over here. I can slide over there. And the world never even has to know that I ever even saw you or met you, and that you were ever anything to me outside of a hookup. Of course, There can always be exceptions, but exceptions are not in abundance. Usually exceptions are far and few between. So if you're one of those people, I went to so-and-so's place, but that's not usually how the majority of it. And this is common in dating app culture, because with dating app culture, people meet an abundance of other people, and therefore they don't want to, they want access to everybody that's on the people buffet. But they don't want to necessarily spend any money or real effort. They just kind of want to sample a bite here and a bite there. And this way I get to sample some of everybody without having to do any real work on dating and courtship. Be careful with that. So let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, and follow and share. Thank you so much.